Today on Cooking with Chef Fred, we're going to make this delicious chicken pot pie. It is full of chunks of chicken with a nice cream sauce and vegetables. It's going to be great. Hi, welcome to Cooking with Chef Fred, where I teach you the best tips and skills for everyday cooking that you can share with your family and friends. Now, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification so that you can be alerted to all new videos. So let's get into today's recipe. Okay, so I've got some chicken tenderloins, pouring the rest of the water in here. Now I've started out with warm water so it won't take as long to bring to a boil. And I'm going to get this turned on and get this chicken to a boil, and we're going to use it for our chicken pot pie. Today's chicken pot pie, we're going to use these disposable pans. They are 10 by 12 and they feed about 18 to 20 people for both of them. I'm going to be making two, which will feed about 18 to 20 people. So that would be good if you're having people over for a holiday dinner and need more. So let's get into what we need. I've got 8 cups or 8 ounce breasts of chicken breast. I've got it cooked and cut up. We're going to need pie crust. I've got 2 boxes, they're 2 each of pie crust. We're going to need 2 cups of chicken stock, 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon of pepper. We're going to need 2 cups of heavy cream, 4 cups of heavy cream, 4 cups of heavy cream, 2 sticks of butter, and I've got 2 onions that I have mixed in the food processor because we've got some people in the family that doesn't really like onion. So I have to chop it up real fine. You may have to do the same thing. And we've got vegetables. Frozen vegetables work fine. And a cup of flour. Okay, so first of all, let's turn our stove top on. What we're going to do first is melt these 2 sticks of butter. Now remember, I'm making a double recipe to feed 18 to 20 people. So we get our butter in there. Okay, we get our butter melting, then we're going to add in our onions. And we're going to let these saute up for a couple of minutes. And you may think that's a lot of butter, but that's what we need because we're going to put in the flour to make our roux, to make our sauce. Because we're cooking a large batch. So we're going to get these onions. Then next we're going to add the 1 cup of flour and get this mixed really well and let that flour cook off. Now this is going to be real thick, and then we just let our flour cook for a couple of minutes to get the rawness out of the flour. After that cooks for a couple of minutes, we'll add our 2 cups of chicken stock. And we'll add our seasonings. And we're going to get this mixed up really good. And you want to stir this until that roux gets mixed in with the chicken stock, and it's still going to be kind of thick because we've got our heavy cream to add yet. Okay, next we're going to add we'll turn it down a little bit and add our 4 cups of heavy cream. Now this is a really rich, heavy cream sauce. This is the way that I like it. I've made this recipe several times and I've kind of perfected the thickness that I want. Okay, so we're going to let this get dissolved, and it will start to boil in just a second. You want to keep stirring it because you don't want that heavy cream to burn. So you don't want to walk away and leave it, because it will burn on you. So you want to just keep stirring it until all that flour gets mixed up really well. Okay, it's starting to come to a boil. So now we're going to take this mixture here and we'll add our chicken and our vegetables. I'm going to pour it into another pot so I'll have enough room to get it all mixed up. Okay, now we're going to take our sauce and put in here. Okay, then we're going to take our cut up chicken. We're going to put it in. And then we're going to add in our vegetables. And get that mixed up good. And now that is our filling for the chicken pot pie. Okay, now we're going to take our mixture and we're going to put it in here. We're going to do it evenly. You have to excuse the children are home, so that's what you hear in the background. And then what we're going to do is just press it down and spread it out neatly. And when I cook for the church, I usually double this because we have about 45 people, so I may make up to 6 of these when I have to feed the church crowd. But this will feed 18 to 20 people, these two here. So if you're having a lot of people over for a meal, or if you're taking it somewhere, it will feed a good bit of people. So there we have it. Now we're going to put the pie crust on. This is what I do for the pie crust. I'll show you how I do one. I use these pre-prepared refrigerated pie crust. Just cut off the ends. And then what I do is I take one and put it up here, and then what I like to do is just cut the edge off so it will be straight. On here, this one edge will be straight, but the other I just cut off, and then I just press this on. Then I take the other one and I do the exact same thing. I do the exact same thing on this back end. I cut that part off. And then I lay the straight edge on there. And then I just use the pan as my guide. And cut the edge off like that so it's nice and square. And then these, don't throw these away. You take these and put some cinnamon and sugar on top of them and put them in the oven. And you've got little treats for the children. And that's how we do one of the pot pies. Now, you can put this in the refrigerator, or if you want to freeze it, you can put it in the freezer. Then pull it out and let it unthaw for a couple hours before you bake it. Or if you have it refrigerated, just take it out. Then you're going to put it in the oven at 425 for about 45 minutes for it to get nice and brown on top. Now, one other thing that I like to do is I like to take an egg wash and just brush the top with the egg wash, and it helps it get nice and brown and golden and delicious. So you bake these off for that, and then you're ready to eat. So I'll show you one when it's completed. Thanks for joining us today. Here is what it looks like out of the oven. And be sure to subscribe and join us on our next video.